What's up, everybody? Back with another YouTube video. Worked last night, woke up this morning, had court, so running on a minimal sleep here. But I was like, Dylan, you got two options. Either you're gonna sit there and scroll through social media in your condo all day, or you're gonna go do something. So I'm gonna take you guys with me to Great Falls, Virginia, which is this small, or not, I wouldn't say small, but it's this beautiful escape that we have here in Northern Virginia that honestly, from somebody who's grown up here my whole life, I tend to forget about. But I had, and there's something you'll notice as these videos continue and you get to know a little bit more about me, is I am wildly spontaneous. I just try to make sure that my moments of being spontaneous are towards like a productive project. So today I was like, instead of sitting in the house, we're gonna hit up Great Falls. So I'll check in with you guys in a second, and I'll show you some pretty sick views over there. So the entire trail goes along the water here. And if you've never been here before, it can be somewhat confusing. I'll try to do this without shaking the camera too much. Most of the trail looks like this, where you kind of got to zigzag your way through. Now, the tall tale sign to see if you're still on the right path, A, is to look for the sand, because they try to sand a lot of the path here. But also, I don't know if you can see this, but there's these blue trail markers here. Wow, that's a slow zoom. And as long as you see those, you're in the clear. They do have areas that are blocked off to kind of keep you guided, but a lot of this is kind of like a free-for-all. So, and it's pretty dope. I think it goes, before you hit water, I think it goes for like 1.5 miles or something like that. I don't know, we'll see at the end of my hike. But yeah. I'll keep you guys posted as we keep moving forward. I'll take you guys with me the whole way. I don't think I have enough battery life, plus might make you guys a little motion sick since I'm just using my hand to stabilize this. But yeah, it's very peaceful. The weekends it gets really, really busy here. But right now, literally there's like nobody out here. It's really good. Nice little escape. So I'm walking on the path, and I don't know if you guys can see this, but that's a freaking copperhead, and I am deadly afraid of snakes, and that one's poisonous. All right, guy, we're just gonna make our way in 3, 2, 1, go. Yo, I do not like snakes at all. There's a lot of things I can handle. A snake, not so much. I guess that is something you gotta be courteous about when you're out here. And those are copperheads, so you definitely don't want to get hit by one of those. Oh no. So I'm kind of hutted out down here, enjoying the view. There's only like one other couple out here. And there's another guy. I was pretty sure he was homeless, but he talked my ear off for probably about 15 minutes about some just off the wall stuff. But anyways, then I'm taking a little breather. It's about a mile and a half. It's like so quiet that I can hear my echo when I said that. We're about a mile and a half in, and then I'm gonna head back. It's about as far as I'm gonna get probably without trying to scale this rock. And I just wanted to give, I guess, a little bit of advice or a tip, a trick from me, just to bring the whole, my whole mental health mission full circle. I want to give or leave you guys with something. And that little bit of something is to have, I guess, a safe place, if you will, that you can escape to. If you're really going through something, just have a place that you can bring good vibes to, good music, all that kind of stuff. Like I've said before, if you follow my Instagram, make it somewhere that's challenging to get to. Kind of like Great Falls, right? Like it's been an adventure. I'm a mile and a half into this. I'm winded, but I feel great. I feel refreshed. The views are beautiful. I'm out in nature, and I'm alone, and I'm away from everything and all distractions other than, this camera here. I don't even have service out here. And I don't say that to like seclude yourself. I think there's a very toxic, I guess I'll use that word carefully, culture that's being pushed in our society, which is to, grind it out and do everything on your own. Well, we're not made instinctively to be loners. We're made to be in collective tribes, and it's really important to have a tribe of really good people. But every once in a while, it's good to refresh and, be on your own and deal with your own thoughts and stuff like that. So picking a place, and then also letting people know who you care about, where that place is, because in really, really hard times, like if you absolutely hit rock bottom, you'll most likely end up there, and it's really good that people know where you are. And you might be thinking, nah, that's not right. And it's like, no, I promise you, because I've been at the bottom of the barrel, and in that moment, I really, really, really didn't think I needed anybody, but I really did need somebody. I hope that makes sense. The second thing I want to follow up on, just for you guys to take with you, is share a little personal part of my journey. So when I finally had gotten to a point where I felt like I had overcame the suicidal thoughts that I was having, I ran into a guy, a family friend, at one of the local grocery stores, and I won't mention his name. And I never really knew what he did, but I knew that he spent some good time overseas, so I assumed he was a BAMF. And I talked to him, and I don't know what it was. It just, something inclined me to tell him about what I was experiencing, what I was going through. And I kind of, in short, told him, look, man, I was having these thoughts, and I've been turning my life around, and I've been, eating better and working out and drinking less and all these different things. And what he said to me stuck with me for all these years, and I hope this sticks with you if you're going through anything similar, is he said, well, do you feel like a superhero now? And to be quite honest, if it was anybody else telling me that, I probably would have dismissed it, but because I knew he had seen some things, done some things, that had built up his resume in my mind, and I didn't really quite comprehend what he meant, so I was like, what do you mean by that? And he's like, well, when you get to a point in your brain that all you want to do is self-destruct, and then you overcome that, you can't get any lower than that. Which means that you're inevitably a superhero and you have superpowers, because you have gone the lowest your brain can go and you're able to overcome that. It doesn't get any lower than that. He's like, the only thing lower than that is death. And to lead into that, and that stuck with me. That stuck with me even to this day, and that's why I share it with you guys. It's just understanding that if you're going through this, or going through anything, and you're willing to put in the effort to overcome it, just know that you're going to be stronger than the majority of people, because you experience something that most people don't. And am I saying that I wish that more people experience this? No, I don't whatsoever. But what I am getting at is that you will be a lot stronger of a person because of it, and you'll push through barriers that you didn't even know you could. And I want to lead into that and kind of explain what my tattoo means on my arm, because I don't think I've ever done that before really to anybody. So here, what you have is a willow tree. All right, if you don't know, a willow tree, when it breaks, it grows back stronger. So that was the emphasis around the willow tree. Also, originally I wanted the tree of life, but it's too wide. It wouldn't have looked good on the arm. And you'll see that there's a sunset up here, and then it works down into this sick artwork, and then there's a skull, and below that it says life. And basically what that means is that at the end of the tunnel, if you're at the bottom, you know, you're at the lowest point in your life, and you're still breathing, you still have life, and from that you can regrow. And so that's pretty much what that tattoo means. And the crazy thing about the background of this tattoo, also very personal, and I'm not going to mention names and all that kind of stuff to keep people, to keep things somewhat sacred, is that I got this tattoo done by a good friend of mine whose friend took his own life the day before our consultation. And I wasn't really sure how good it was going to turn out. I wasn't really sure how it was going to turn out, but I made a promise to him that I'd let him do the tattoo because he really, really wanted to, because it meant that much to him. So this tattoo really means a lot to me. I hope you guys got something out of this, you know, and just know that if you're going through anything, you can push through it. You can push through it. Just the fact that you're alive right now, you're defying all odds. And I think, you know, we take that for granted, but not on purpose. We just do it because we don't think about it. But just to be alive on this great earth, even with all the chaos going on in the world, it's the biggest blessing you could have ever been given, regardless. And especially right now in a day and time where you can share your story, and you can basically make a living doing that. Because other people thrive off of hearing other people's stories, like success stories. Somebody out there wants to hear your story. And the comparative culture is what's killing us, because we think that we haven't experienced enough pain, so we need to experience more before we can share. No, that's not true. It's not true at all. Somebody is right below you. Somebody's looking up to you. You just don't know it yet. So, you know, feel free to share your story. You know, I hope you got something out of this video. I'm going to close it out now, take some time to myself out here, enjoy this beautiful view. And yeah, if you got something from this video, just throw some support my way. Like, share, comment, and you know, message me if anything. And you know, I hope you got something from this, and if you made it this far, again, you're a G. Thank you.